Hey guys, how you doing? It's Pablo here. Now in today's video, as you can see, we're going to be unboxing the Jurassic World Dominion Sound Slashing Therizinosaurus. Now, as you can see, this thing is absolutely massive, so it's a bit hard to get on camera because this table is not very wide and neither are any of the others. So once we get this out of the packaging, it's going to be a bit lower. Maybe you're going to be able to capture the head. So first let's go into the packaging. So you've got the nice Dominion logo. You've got the T-Rex there, you might not be able to see it. You've got a demonstration here, you've got the nice Dominion background. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box. So starting off, as you can see, this is absolutely massive. We have to put the camera at a different angle, and it's almost falling just to get it at this angle, at this shot, you know. So starting off, we'll go ahead and look at the paint. So it's got a very nice variety of paint applications, for example, starting from the back of the head down to the hips. You have this nice red and it fades on the sides, but it's mainly on the middle, as you can see, which is a very nice look to it. Then you've got this overall black around it, and it stops at the ankles, and it doesn't show up on the neck either. However, on the face, you have a nice eye color of orange and the slit eye, which is a bit odd, and the beak isn't colored in, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't look too distracting. As you go down the neck, you've got this nice white stripe, which really stands out on the figure. For the claws, you've got like this airbrushing, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, so it looks pretty nice, and I'm glad that they turned out like this. The arms and hands aren't really painted anything, they just got the base color of the plastic. Same for the legs, and then the feet, unfortunately, as you can see, are not painted, which unfortunately does stand out a bit much because this is a big figure. You've got the T-Rex and the Carnotaurus in my collection, and their toes are painted in, which is really nice, but unfortunately this one is not. So if that were to be, like, if they have a re-release of this, I would that would be nice. Not that I'd pick it up, I'll take what I get. And on the tail, there is no yep, I'll get to the action features soon. So there is the base color again. The red just stops at the hips, like I said. So that's basically it for the paint. Pretty simple, but pretty damn nice, like in a movie. So looking at the tail, it's a bit short for the body. Hold on, let me just bring it over. It's a bit short in like proportion to the body, but I haven't had a good look at Therizinosaurus, like an up-to-date, accurate version. So I think it's a bit longer than this. As you see in Prehistoric Planet, that one is gorgeous, the design. Obviously the claws are different, its posture is different. So yeah, this one overall, it doesn't look too short, like distractingly, as others like my T-Rex and some of the herbivores in my collection. So yeah, it doesn't stand out too much. Now before I forget, guys, here is the scan code. So all you have to do is just dig your nail in, and there is the scan code. And all you have to do is just snap it back in. Now moving on to articulation, this thing has an interesting, like, I don't know what you call it, mix of action features and articulation. So first we'll go over the articulation. The jaw is tied to the action feature, so you can't really move that, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, I don't mind too much. So obviously I plan on using this for stop motion videos. When I collect figures now, I have to, I usually consider the fact that they'll actually, you know, like, contribute to my series, which I haven't gotten to in a while, isn't it? It's just, they take a lot of time, so I can't really, you know, I need to find a good time for it, and luckily we're approaching the summer holidays, so I might get around to some of it there, alright? So stay tuned, guys, if you want to see more of that. So as you can see, the neck has like a hinge or something, I'm not sure what you would call it, because I can't see that same, because it looks different to this hinge, right? And that's like, you can actually see the articulation point, but over here is like covered, the whole neck. So it's got a nice, not 360 degree movement, it's more like less than a 180, it's like a, let me see, it's like a bit over 90 degree turn or something. It can move up about that much, and down a bit, about that much, and yeah, it can move side to side as well. Yep, there it is. So it can move side to side. Alright, now the main articulation on this figure is in the arms. So I'll only use one side for this example. So starting off with the shoulder, you've got this hinge so it can move up and down or forward and backwards, whichever you want to call it. And then from the side, you can move it up and down as well. So then that gives it a lot of extra articulation, which is a really nice touch for the Therizinosaurus. So over here you got the same type of hinge articulation on the elbow and the same for the wrists, but I have a problem with my figure. It's really stiff once I got it out of the packaging, and yeah, they only rotate but they don't like bend down, which is a bit weird, but I don't really mind too much because it would have been nice if they could, you know, like move like this, but I can only like spin them around. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I don't want to risk breaking this thing. It costs £40. Well, not £40, sorry, £35. So yeah, I'm not risking anything. It's not a big deal that I can't do that piece of articulation. So yeah, that's alright. Then moving on to the leg, you've got the hip, or whatever you want to call it, and that rotation. There is a slight hinge or something, whatever you want to call it, so you can move it out a little bit. Let me see if you can catch that on camera. Yeah, I think you can see it there like a little bit, right? Sorry if I'm doing a bad job at this. And then on the knee you've got another one, which is a bit surprising. It's very reminiscent of the Scorpius Rex, which I haven't been able to find. If you know anywhere, since I live in the UK, it's a bit less, it's not as easy to access Mattel, all the Mattel figures. You know, there's a lot of Target and Walmart exclusives, which is unfortunate because the Allosaurus, one of my favorite designs in the Jurassic World movies now, after that Battle and Big Rock update. Yeah, unfortunately, that as cool as the extreme damage version looks, all of these Dominion ones are exclusive only to Walmart. So if you guys know how I can get my hands on any of those cool figures, please let me know in the comments. So on the knee, you can move it about that much, it seems, and back just that, it's just that little pop, which is kind of weird to put it there in the first place because I don't know, it's just a bit weird. And then you've got the usual, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about this one, so it can also move side to side. It's like a the bend on this hinge is very little, but you know, it can actually rotate a bit more. There you can see how much it can turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, look, it can still stand good. Alright, so let's pop it back into its neutral stance. And the tail is also tied to the action feature. So now let's move on to that. So you have to control this with the tail. So let's use it from the back. If you turn this to the right, then the torso and head, neck will move to the left. Now if you do the other way around, left with the tail, then you know, you guessed it, the torso will move to the right. So if you do, that's pretty cool, right? And then you've also got this button on it, so once you press down, there you go, and then the mouth opens with that feature, and it makes a sound. And thank God they didn't make it T-Rex sound, because you know, Mattel gets a bit lazy with that. For example, the Atrociraptor or something like that, and the Baryonyx, like back when they did the Roarivores, and they still do that. I think the Allosaurus, sometimes I've seen it with those T-Rex sounds, which is pretty lazy on their part, you know. Now moving on to size comparisons, we're only going to use a few from my collection now, so you get the general idea. So obviously this is like the small dinosaurs. Here you got the Velociraptor, which yeah, there it is. It's pretty big, as I told you. And here it is with the Camp Cretaceous Primal Attack Triceratops, you know, which has always been way too small. I saw the Hammond collection one, and it's unfortunately they still haven't worked out the size. Obviously in the movie it was about that size, right? So hopefully in future, if they bring in a Jurassic World Triceratops or like a Lost World one, it better be bigger, because yeah, Mattel's really messed up with the Triceratops. At least they made up for that with the Pentaceratops a little bit, but they need to do that for all of their ceratopsians. And here it is with the Roar Attack Tyrannosaurus. And yeah, this is the only Hadrosaur I have in my collection, and out of all the Mattel ones, despite this ugly slider button that everybody's been hating, honestly I don't mind it too much. But apart from that, wow, this is probably one of the best hadrosaurs in the collection in like the line of Mattel. Even I can't really say that, I don't think I can, because you know I haven't even gotten another one, but I've looked at most of them, you know, the Edmontosaurus, the Parasaurolophus, apart from the Hammond collection one, which is pretty good. But if we're talking about mainline stuff, this is probably one of the better ones, one of the best ones we've seen. Again, sorry guys about like the camera angles, that it's a bit far back. Obviously this is a really tall figure, so well, in comparison to other things like this, it's taller than my T-Rex as well, which I'll get to soon. Now here it is with the Mega Destroyers Pentaceratops, and as you can see, this is the size we need for the Triceratops in the collection. Mattel really needs to fix that up. And lastly, here it is with the Extreme Damage Camp Cretaceous Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, you know the Hammond collection one came out and it's absolutely huge. Funny that the most articulated one is actually the biggest one, which I don't know why, I just feel like that would be uncommon. So I don't know if I should get it. It's out available on Amazon, but it's quite expensive, you know, and I've already got this T-Rex and the Super Colossal Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, the original one. So I'm not sure if I should get another one. I guess we could say, even though, you know, this is the smallest one in the line, and this was the first fully posable one that they came out with like last year or something, and now we've got like the newest fully posable one, and it's absolutely massive. It's going to dwarf my collection. So I don't know if I should get it, if you guys really want me to get it, I might do so tell me in the comments down below if you'd like me to pick that one up. So in conclusion, I absolutely love this thing. The Therizinosaurus action figure is a great addition to my collection, and after seeing the movie, I'm really happy to have this, and it's gonna probably contribute to my collection and like the videos, the stop motion videos. So yeah, this is a solid buy. I got it from smithtoys.com, you know, go search for it. And that's going to be the end of this video. Next we're going to be looking at that Capture and Crush truck you can see up there in the top left corner. So stay tuned for that if you want to see it, you know, me unbox that thing. So that's it for this video guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.